So we are out here about to attempt a Pemi Loop up in the White Mountains. And my boy Will, he did the loop last year. Yep. And knocked it out, but he's such a good friend, he decided to come back and guide me through my Pemi Loop. So
yeah, that's how we do it.
Check him out on social media.
Wild in the Wild.
It's on Instagram. Check him out. I'll put a link in the description. And anyways, we're gonna do this hike. Hopefully we have a good time. Check you later.
Yep. Let's see something. Yeah. Woo. Oh yeah, it's beautiful, man.
First view.
We made it to the summit.
We're at the summit of Flume right now. We got some pretty good views up here, but we gotta hike on. I think Liberty's next, and then we're heading to camp for the night. So we just came down off the summit of Liberty, and we're not too far from the camp spot, Liberty Springs tent site. We got to definitely get there before the place fills up, because these tent sites up in the higher elevations are pretty popular in the summertime in the whites. So let's do it. So this here's the site that we picked. Got to the tent spot and be able to fit both tents on this thing. Seems like there's not a lot of people around. So hopefully that means it'll be a quiet night. Now we got to eat some food, fill up on water, because there definitely weren't any water sources on the way up here. Eat some food, relax, and call it a night. morning. It's the start of day 2. We're just leaving Liberty Springs and we're going to try to head to the Garfield Ridge tent site, which is about 8 miles away. I'm not sure of the mileage exactly, but I didn't get a good night's sleep. Rained a bit and some people rolled into camp pretty late, making a lot of noise. So I just felt like I couldn't settle down, but hopefully get a bed night's sleep tonight. Will was knocked out immediately.
That's what I do, baby.
He's wild. He can sleep anywhere.
That's right.
Anyways, let's see what we got for today. Heading over Franconia Ridge. I forgot to mention, we ran into a couple AT thru hikers at the campsite yesterday. Killer and Wizard, who I've been following on YouTube. So I'll put a link in the description. Go check out their videos. They're having a great time out on the AT, and I wish them the best of luck.
Oh, here you go, the short legs. For power. I'll get you on the way up from up there, tell me.
We're just coming down from Little Haystack and we're heading up to Mount Lincoln, the first 4,000 footer. Little Haystack's over 4,000 feet, but it doesn't count on the list. Summit of Lincoln, and right now we're in the clouds. We're in and out of the clouds, so we're not always getting a view, but summit of Mount Lincoln. We gotta keep on trucking on Franconia Ridge. So we're just leaving Mount Lincoln and we are heading towards Mount Lafayette. I think it's only about a mile and not too much elevation. That's the next stop on Franconia Ridge. The summit of Lafayette. It's pretty windy, but we're taking a break to eat some food. Just enjoy the summit. Getting out of the clouds, and we'll getting a sneak peek of some views over there. So we're just leaving the summit of Lafayette and we're heading over to Garfield, and we're camping at the Garfield Ridge tent site. So we got about A little less than 4 miles left, and just running this ridge, having a good day.
The people doing the trail, the most
We're still descending down from Lafayette in the Franconia Ridge, trying to get over to Garfield, but man, we got to drop 2,000 feet of elevation to climb another 1,000. Finally made it to the top of Garfield. That was a brutal climb. That might be one of the toughest stretches of trail I've ever seen, coming from Franconia Ridge, heading to the campsite. We're here at the Garfield Ridge tent site, and we hiked, I think it was 7 or 8 miles today, and the elevation gain and loss was about 2,800 feet, a little over. So it was a pretty tough day. Surprisingly, the whites kicked our butts. We were doing about a mile an hour in the last 2 miles of the hike to the tent site. Anyways, we're gonna eat some food, get to bed, and tomorrow the goal is to head over to Gio tent site, and we'll catch you in the morning. So we're just leaving the Garfield shelter site, and we packed up just in time because it started downpouring on us. We got our water here at the water source, and we're gonna head on over to the hut. I think it's the Galehead hut, and take a break there. But we're heading to the Gio tent site later today. Hiking in the rain and the whites. So we made it here to the Galehead hut, and we're taking a break, eating some food, and then we're gonna head up the little spur trail to Galehead before we move on. So we made it up to the top of Galehead. I didn't do any videoing on the way up because it's raining, but we're gonna head back down to the hut, grab our stuff, and keep on trekking. So we're making the ascent up to South Twin from the hut, and It's a pretty brutal climb. It's like 1,000 feet, over 1,000 feet of elevation gained in less than, maybe about a mile, maybe less than a mile, I don't know. Anyways, it's a pretty brutal climb, but we're gonna take our time and not kill ourselves.
Yep.
This is all wet and slippery and steep. It's a bad combination. We're still heading up. Coming down from South Twin, and thankfully the trail is leisurely. We're heading on to the Guyot tent site, and hopefully we'll get a spot in the shelter. We're gonna try to stay in the shelter tonight, just because everything's wet and still kind of moist out, but we'll see. Done with the big climb for today. Oh, and I snapped my trekking pole on the way down. Wish we got that on the bloopers.
Good stuff. One more day left. A couple more peaks and party's over.
All right, we're getting packed up here. We're getting ready to head out from Guyot shelter. We stayed in the shelter because it was raining last night. And we're gonna head up and tag 3 more peaks, West Bond, Bond, and Bond Cliff, and then make our way back to the vehicle. We're back on trail, heading towards West Bond right now. Might drop the packs for that summit. It's not too far. And then we'll hit the rest of the bonds. And I don't think we're gonna get any views today because it's raining right now. Still, we're in the clouds, so not gonna get any views, so I'll have to come back and do this section if I wanna see those, but still beautiful trail, even if you don't get the views at the summit. It's beautiful out here. All right, catch you later. Made it up here to the summit of West Bond, and we are in the cloud. But short little hike from the trail. We're gonna head on back down. We left our packs down there, so it was a nice break from carrying the weight, but we're gonna head on back. All right, just climbing down from Bond, and the last peak of the day is coming up. It's Bond Cliff. Don't think we're gonna get a view, but still a beautiful trail. it is kind of cool. We're up here at the top of Bond Cliff. Not a view in sight, but last peak of the day, and we're heading on down. So we only got about 7 miles left back to the car. So I think I'm ending the video here. It was an awesome journey, tough 4 days. Man, what an experience. Thank you, Wilson, for coming on doing this again, because he did it last year and he wanted to come out and do it again. So appreciate that. This was an awesome trip. So give him a shout out. His Instagram is Will in the Wild. I'll put it in the description below. And yeah, it's a great trip. We also met up with another guy that lives down in our area, back in the Boston area, and he hiked with us the last 2 days, so that was kind of cool, getting to meet other hikers on this trip doing the same loop. But anyways, peace. Thanks for watching.